Okay, we're out here at the trailhead and we're getting ready for a nice hike. The temperature is supposed to be up in the low to mid 90s. We'll see. I got the remote temperature sensor connected up. We'll find out how hot it actually gets. Kind of packed out here. Lots of vehicles. Let's see, what time is it? It's 1:39. And I'm betting that there were more vehicles earlier. It really gets crowded on the weekend. Well, time's wasted. Off we go. All right, from here, we are going to go that way toward the Pawpaw Tunnel.
Bike route's that way.
Yep. Except we ain't going to go through the tunnel.
No, it's cold in there.
We're going to go over the tunnel. Let me get my watch started. Let's see what the temperature is right now. Right now, it's triple digits. Check this out. Can y'all see that? It says, oh, we're down to 98. Okay, we came out in the shade. Dropped a couple degrees. All right, that's all right. I'm sure it'll pick up.
I'm sorry, I coughed on the sensor.
There's been a lot of people out on this trail so far today. There's some more up ahead. I better turn this around. Oop. But I'm just hoping that none of them are crazy enough to go on a strenuous hike up over the Pawpaw Tunnel like, well, we are. Most of them, I think, are just headed to the tunnel or headed through the tunnel because it is cool in there. But we're planning on going over and maybe even going further. We'll see. Okay, up here we got the tunnel. It's still boarded up. Bless you, Lisa. But we ain't going that way. We are going to take Tunnel Hill Trail. Let me get a shot of this sign here. Yep, we're going to go that way. There you go. Danger, danger, danger. Okay, we're headed up Tunnel Hill Trail. There's a steep section right here. But when you go in this direction, it's like the first section is the steepest section. Makes you breathe a little bit. But then it flattens out a little bit. And we're coming up to the first of the two switchbacks. Kind of goes around and up. It's beautiful out here. And then it goes up. And kind of steep, but not so bad. And again, it's a short little hill. We are approaching the second switchback. This is also where it meets up with the detour. Now these two detours are put up. Whew. Catching my breath here. I kind of jogged up the hill. Tried to anyway. Hard to do with gimpy legs. But anyway, the detours were put up when they closed down the tunnel for repairs. And that went on for a couple of years. So there are people with bikes and all kinds of stuff up here. Bikes, strollers, you know. Anyway, we're on another section, and yeah, you guessed it. It's going up. I measured the total elevation one time from towpath level to the top. And it came out to be 355 feet of elevation and a bit over a mile. But it's not a steady climb. There are some sections that they're a bit steeper than others. I'm trying to make sure I get deep breaths. Because that's part of the secret to make it up here. Take deep breaths. Because if you start panting, and you don't get much oxygen that way. That's inefficient. Take a deep breath. Anyway, I'm going to take my deep breaths and head up to the Scenic Overlook area, and we'll check that out. We're headed up to the, I consider this the area with the nicest overlook, and lots of sunshine. But you can see over there through the trees, you got the river. That's the Potomac down there, and on the other side over there you got West Virginia, and there's Paw Paw. Let's move up here a little way. Just find a good shot through the trees. There you go. You can see the river down there. Trees. Mountain ridge on the other side. It's just beautiful out here. Anyway, we're not quite to the top, but we can stand here, enjoy the sunlight, and admire the view. I got just a little ways to go. And after this point, it kind of levels off for a little ways. It's not too bad of a hike. If you're at least reasonably fit. We've seen all kinds of people up here, young people, old people, in-between people, middle-aged people. And when you get into the woods, and you got the shade from the trees, it feels a little bit cooler. Sometimes you get a nice little breeze blowing through, despite the fact that it's in the upper 90s, at least in the shade. Last time I checked, it was 98 degrees in the shade. It's still pretty nice. Anyway, we got a little further to go, and then we'll see you at the top. I guess you can call this a crossroads of sorts, because you got a road here, and this is the last little hill that takes us to the very top. And oh my goodness, look at all the cars parked up here. Huh? Sounds like another one's on its way, yeah? I guess they didn't want to park in the same parking lot we stopped at, huh? Kind of crowded down there. Oh my goodness. Here's the gate at the top of the ridge. Ding. This makes us about 355 feet up from where we started, and 362 feet above the Paw Paw Tunnel. Hello. Now at the gate here, we usually stop and stretch for a little while. Yeah, well.
Tell everybody it's a bear.
Look at that, they got a big black bear over there. Well, we're gonna head on down. I didn't even look to see how long it took for us to get there.
That's okay.
Because, you know, we've been stopping and petting dogs and talking to people, and I'm just enjoying the walk.
You need some hydration?
Not yet. Not as of yet.
Okay.
But this here is the downhill section coming from the very top of the top hill section.
Now a buffer zone.
Yeah, they got these little markers around here
Do they grow
along the
buffering
way.
back here?
Yeah, they grow buffering back here.
Okay, good. These people are getting a lot of aches and pains.
But yeah, this goes down. And what's nice about this is when you turn around, you go up. I like the uphills. What that guy said I was, Lisa?
Superman.
Yes, I passed some people on the way up here. And he just goes zooming up the hill like he's Superman or something. How'd that go again, Lisa? What do you say?
Superman.
Ah.
But you go back the other way and step off a curve and you fall down.
That's the thing.
Amazing.
My going up muscles still work somewhat. It's my stepping down and downhilling muscles. That's why I'm not too wild about these downhill sections.
That's okay, I'll catch you.
I gotta take little baby steps.
I'll fall down in front of you and you can land on my, you know, opulence.
Well, we're gonna head on down. We'll see a little bit further. Just thought I'd switch the camera on through here. It's so beautiful. It's just so lush out here. There you go. Detour. It's so lush out here, and you got the sun-dappled trail and all the big trees. Just a nice way to spend a couple hours on a beautiful day going for a walk in the woods. And when it rains, you got little babbling brooks through there, and they built some drainage ditches. It's just nice. This is one way to get away from it all and de-stress a little bit. And it's good exercise, it's good cardio. So it's a win-win situation. I will stop at this sign, which is kind of cool. Y'all can just pause and get this on video, or read it. But down here, they put in the vertical shafts, and most of this ridge, like up here, the trail itself was dug into it, was all made of shale that they dug up out of the mountain. Over here you get a little bit better look at it. There you go. They call that spoil. That's just mounds and mounds of shale that they dug up from the tunnel, brought up through vertical shafts, and piled up here on top of the ridge. I mean, when you think of the history back here and of the people way back when that built these tunnels, or built the tunnel rather, and operated it, lived out here, ran the tunnel. There's just so much history up here. It's friggin' awesome. Over here, that one, that's where they had the schoolhouse. Of course, there's nothing left of it. But that's where the kiddies would come up here and learn their lessons. Here you go. Here's another mountain. They call it spoil that they dug up out of the mountain. I think it's really cool. This is also one of my favorite areas. There's lots of sunshine. Alright. We're going to keep going. We are approaching the other end. And on this end, there's also a couple of switchbacks, just like there were on our way up. This one comes around here. We've got a sign. Switchback. Goes down here a little ways. Up here, up higher, we are approaching the other switchback on our way down. And it is nice and sunny, and I like it. But this one goes around here and heads back down to the main trail. Oh, we got people. Over here is a little trail that goes off into the woods. And up to the top of this ridge, I call this Rattlesnake Trail. Now the reason I call this Rattlesnake Trail is because Lisa and I went up this trail one day and we saw rattlesnakes. We don't go up this trail anymore. The rattlesnakes can have it. Look at that, you got a little stream coming out of the mountain still. Of course, it's not moving much. But there's some water coming through. And there's my wife's butt. She's wagging her tail. Like a crazy person. Anyway, this is where we're coming back down to the towpath. And here's a sign at the other end of the trail. We came from up there, and the Pawpaw Tunnel is up that way. But we're going that way. We're planning to go to the first lock, and that'll be our turnaround point. Back up to the top of the ridge. Got a couple of people bicycling over here too. But on a day like today, actually, how y'all doing?
Good.
On a day like today, I prefer hiking.
At first I thought it was one of those assisted motorbikes because the saddlebags were all perfectly matched as if they were like parts of a bike.
Oh, so one of those electrical
Yeah.
pedal assisted type bicycles. And we've seen a few of those out here. Not for me. If I'm going to go out to ride a bike,
I'm going to ride it.
I'm going to ride a bike. I don't want my bike to ride itself for me.
Yeah, same with your cigars.
That's right. If I'm going to smoke a cigar, I'm going to smoke a cigar.
I don't want the wind smoking it for me.
Yep, Lisa says, I don't want the wind smoking it for me. And that's the thing, on a windy day, that can really mess up your burn line. Anyway, we are here at the first lock.
Oh,
Let's check the temperature. Triple digits, 100 degrees. As the song says, that's the way I like it.
yeah. I was wondering if that little child sent him packing or called him out.
Well, Mr. Turtle, he spends a lot of time on that island down there, but he's not there right now.
Yeah.
Between the yowling children, the loud talking tourists,
The babbling of the brook.
and I think it's just too hot for him.
That, you know, he's got family somewhere he has to go visit.
He would just roast his shell in this kind of temperature. They're probably hanging out in the shade somewhere.
Maybe he's checking on his baby.
Yeah, maybe they're having family time. So, this is the first lock. It's lock number 66. Coming off of Tunnel Hill Trail. And this is generally where we walk over to this little bridge.
And have us a snog.
Go, ding!
You're all slimy.
Woo! And make this our turnaround point. There's some cool stuff over here too. Not only is this a lock, let's see if I could find some of it. Now the thing is, between 1924 and I think it was 1976, this was not a protected area. So people came out here and they salvaged the timbers and the stones and other things they could bring back to build houses for themselves and for others.
Burn barrel.
But yep, over here, I think that this was a barrel where they heated up the tar to treat the boards and the wood and stuff and such for, well, to put in the lock. Let's take a look over here. Yeah, I think this is where they had the, in fact I know, this is like the carpentry shop. Let's see what we got down here.
You be careful.
Yeah, it looks like there was a fire pit down here. And it came up around here. Like this is the chimney. And that would have been filled with tar. I'm guessing. Because that looks kind of heavy construction.
Ooh,
That is
that's
solid for just a chimney. And they got some of the cap on it there. But anyway, it's pretty cool when you look around the ruins of this area. Thank you, Lisa.
Keep right.
Lisa's got to help me because I don't trust my feet and legs.
Those are high steps.
High steps. Let's see if we can see it over here. You can see where some of the iron supports were for the lock. And the lock at one time was lined with wood, which is long gone. But over here, you've got some stones. There's a big one right there. But these look like they were foundation stones. Right over here. All broken apart and stacked up. And again, you think that people used to live out here, work out here. There used to be traffic through here, both on the towpath, of course, because, you know, they're towing stuff, and through the canal. It's just awesome when you think about the history. Like I said, they stopped in 1924 after the railroads took over. But by then, I sometimes, walking along this path, imagine an old Model T putting along. Or imagine a steam-powered canal boat. It's really cool. Anyway, we've turned around now and we're going to start heading up. Now that we're out here in the sun, it's 103. It's 103 and it's sunny. Not too humid though. Got a little bit. Oh, it's not bad.
No, but it's humid enough.
Lisa says it's humid enough, trust me.
Not bad.
There's a little bit of a breeze blowing, so overall, it's not bad out. Alright, we're going to head on up. Going back up this way. All those downhills we came down, they're going to be uphills now. I like uphills. Hi, Lisa.
I just stand in front of the air conditioner.
Oh yeah. If you stand in front of these vents here, you can feel the cool breeze coming out of the mountain. It's almost like standing in front of an air conditioner. It's pretty cool. Anyway, it's time to go up. So, let's go up. All right. We're on the big uphill. This was the big downhill on the way down where I was saying, I don't like this downhill. But now we're going up it. And I like the uphills. What?
I got caressed on my head by a branch that probably hit you in the face.
Hi, Lisa. Oh no, where'd she go?
I'm coming to get you.
She's coming to get me, Barbara. Anyway,
Barbara, I want wings.
let's go on up this hill. This is my favorite place. It's about 3/10 of a mile. And it goes up. And you hit sunny spots while you're on it. And I like it like that. And again, there's a couple of switchbacks. I know. Well, there's, I guess, one switchback. That's really a switchback. And a couple of turns. Remember, deep breath. This here's, oh, hey, there's people coming. This here's the turn that goes up to the left.
Nice day to hike, huh?
Oh, it's a wonderful day to hike.
I made this myself. Check that out. I don't know what wood it is, but I call it Deathy because it looks like a scythe. It's cool.
There you go.
I whittled that.
Well, that's pretty good. And it's light too.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
You too.
Oh, you
Good luck
betcha.
with your hike.
Yeah, pretty much been lucky so far. As long as this weather holds out and it stays in triple digits,
Right.
doing great.
You're almost halfway point.
Oh, I know. We've done this probably thousands of times over the years. Anyway, there's some happy hiking people. And that dude is proud of his walking stick, and justly so. He twiddled it down, and he takes a hiking. Anyway, you got the left-hand sweeper up here. Oh, to meet people you meet. This is terrific. And then coming up here is what really is a switchback. Like I said, there's only one real switchback on this part. The rest are just kind of turns and sweepers and stuff. Excuse me. Remember to take deep breaths. There you go. So you can see it comes from over there, comes around here, and goes on up here. This is going to be kind of a long video, but you know, if I really feel like it, I can always cut it down. But you know, heck with it. People don't watch but a couple of minutes of my videos anyway. If I make them 5 minutes long or an hour long, they don't watch but a couple minutes. Anyway, like I said, this one turns again up to the left. There you go. Just kind of follows the ridgeline around. Little hook off to the left. And it curves to the right a little bit. And remember, it's uphill all the way, so I'm puffing a little bit. But I'm not puffing so hard that I can't still talk. Or rather, I can't still blither. And up here, goes off to the left a little bit. Somebody's smoking. Ugh. And there's more people. Oh, we saw those before. We saw them before. And we're back up at the top. We're back up at the gate. And it's not that bad. Ding. And now I'm going to go back down and find Lisa. Okay, we're approaching that section where I said this is kind of like a crossroads on the way out. Anyway, this is that little access road I was talking about. Goes this way. Now at this point we can go that way and head on back to the truck and drive home. But we ain't going to do that. We're going to go a little bit further.
I'm going to scale this mighty oak.
You know what? That is an oak.
See?
Yes, that is definitely an oak. The mighty oak laying down on the job. Over here you got the big pond. In the springtime you see a bunch of tadpoles in there.
Okay,
Anyway,
over we go.
we're going to ease on down the trail. Actually, I guess you could say ease on down the road. How's that?
Okay.
We're going to go this way.
National Park Service.
This is a really nice trail and it's really nice back here. And if you're feeling particularly energetic, you can add another leg to the hike. And again, it's lush, it's green, you got the sun-dappled trail, little creatures in the woods. But you got to watch out for the spider webs. Not many people go back here. Did you catch one of those spider webs I was talking about?
I'm not sure whether I caught it or it caught me, but it's all over my face.
That's one of those spider webs I was just talking about.
How did it miss you?
I have no idea.
You're taller, but I'm wider.
But sometimes they do that. Yeah, I might have just skirted right around it. And you went right through it. Anyway.
Yeah, but I can go under branches better because I'm just little.
Yes, you can. We're going to head on down here. Down here. And take a look and see what we got. Alright, this gate we're approaching here. This is a wildlife management area. This is where the hunters come. Especially in the spring turkey season. And boom, we're in a wildlife management area. And it's very nice hiking back here. Watch out for that log. That kind of helps to ensure that people aren't driving back here. You got it, Lisa? I think she's got it. Oh, there you go. Hey, wait a minute. Thumbnail. There you go.
Okay.
Alright, I got my thumbnail. Thank you, Lisa.
You're welcome.
I just have to remember that.
Happy to oblige. Oh, I'll remind you.
Yes, you will. One nice thing about this trail is it goes up. Well, it goes up a little way, and then it goes down. But then after you go down, you get to go back uphill again. Yay! Okay, up here on the left, I believe, yeah, this is it. Looks like people have been camping here, but it's been a long, long time. There's a fire ring right over here. From a long time back. But over here is another trail that we have explored. And we're going to take you down that trail in a future video. There's some really cool stuff back there. There's an old train trestle bridge. And an old train tunnel. I don't know how old they are, but they are long abandoned. In fact, with the tunnel, you can actually still smell the soot, the smoke from the coal back when they had steam engines. And that's really cool. Okay, we're approaching the top of this hill and we're getting ready to go back down. Okay, I know. Sometimes I guess just gotta turn the camera on and get some of the scenery back here. It's just so wonderful. More people got to do this. You know? Maybe if people had a little bit less stress in their lives, there'd be a little less hatred, a little less killing, a little less craziness. It's just so nice, so peaceful. You got the sun dappling the trail, the trees. No noise, no traffic, no Wi-Fi, no cell phones, no devices. Well, I guess you could say the camera's a device.
Yeah.
But it definitely does not connect me to the internet. Now check this
So
out.
you have no GPS to misdirect you.
No, that's on my wrist.
Oh, another device.
Yeah, that's right. I got devices. I got one on my wrist and one on my hand. What am I talking about? Oh no! The devices have taken over my life. But I tell you
No,
what,
that would be your wife. She's back here.
my wife's device. You come down here and you just see that mountain ridge over there. Oop! Watch out for the low-hanging branches. And you got the sun shining through here.
That one went right over my head.
And you know that there aren't many people that come down here. There's hunters that come down here in the spring, but after that, there just aren't many people. And I'm going to show you another trail that we're going to get on video before too long. You know, I think the more I try to not bounce the camera, the more I bounce it. But going down this way, oop, there's another trail. It goes off through the woods. And it's something pretty cool to go down and explore. But this is another one of my favorite places out here. It's always sunny. Well, when the sun's out, it's sunny, obviously. And it's peaceful. And there's Lisa standing in the sunshine. Don't she look pretty?
Coming to get you.
She's coming to get me. Oh no. Oh, right. Well, this is actually our turnaround point. We've been 4.89 miles. Let's check temperature. Oh my goodness. It's all the way down to only 93 degrees. Oh, wait a minute. There goes 97. Only 97. Well, I guess that means it's time to head on back. I'll turn the camera on again if there's something interesting or if I just feel like blithering. Otherwise, we'll see how far we went when we get back to the truck. Okay, we're approaching one of those switchbacks that we came up on our way up. There's two of them. There's this one and another one further down. Where that little detour sign is. And that detour sign. And there it goes down that way. That's the way we came up. We're going down this way. It's a nice, pretty trail. The detour itself on the way back is nice. Now, when they put this in, after they closed the tunnel, I didn't expect them to continue maintaining it after they reopened the tunnel. But they have been, and here it is. And it's a nice little shortcut to take on the way back. instead of going down those switchbacks. Not that, you know, I'm not out here to take shortcuts and try to get back to different places quickly. But by the end of the hike, at the end of the day, on our way back to the truck, I don't mind taking a little bit of a shortcut. Besides, it's a nice little trail through the woods. And after all, isn't that what it's all about? Okay, we're coming out of the woods. And there's a little bridge that crosses over the canal. One of these days I'm going to come down here with a good camera. Not that there's anything wrong with this one, but this one's more for video. It can take stills, but they don't have the resolution of my other camera. There's a view down the canal that way. And that way. Of course, back in the day, was it all grown in like this? These trees weren't all here. And there were canal boats in it. But this little bridge goes to this little side trail, or connector trail, or whatever you want to call it. And back to the towpath. Now if we was to go back that way, that would take us back to the tunnel. But we want to go this way, back to the truck. Because it's been quite a day of hiking. And I'm ready to go home for a cold beer and a good cigar. Well, and I'm going to fire up the grill and cook some chicken. Well, like I said, I guess this was an interesting thing for me to turn the camera on for. And we'll get our totals back at the truck. Well, we're back at the truck. And we went, let's see now, 6.8 miles in 2 hours and 58 minutes. The temperature got up to 103, and I enjoyed it. It was wonderful. Anyway, it's time to head on home and get to cooking some supper.